Welcome to Polish with Ray. I'm Rachel and today I'm going to be sharing with you my summer rack. So hopefully you are ready for some beautiful summer bright nail polish inspo. I'm really excited about what I have to share with you today. If you haven't watched my videos before, summer nail polish is my absolute favorite. I mean, I really like fall colors, but summer takes the cake every time. Just if it is bright, if it's fun and saturated, I get pretty much excited always to have it on my nails. And so I've picked out about 50 shades, a little bit fewer than usual. Some seasons I pick like closer to 70. And I did start there, but I dialed it down a little bit because I would love to get to actually wear my entire rack this season. We'll see, but that's the goal. So we're gonna be taking a look at up close bottle shots of each polish, and I'll show it to you on a swatch wheel as well. I'll tell you a little bit about it and why it's on my rack, what I like about it or what I'm not so sure about. And if it is available still, I will link it down in the description box so you can shop. A lot of us nail polish enthusiasts here on YouTube post our videos with our summer racks at the same time. So I'll link all of their channels down below, all the participants, so you can see their videos and get more inspiration. All right, we do have about 50 shades to look at today, so let's go ahead and check them out. So before we get started, let me tell you about this cute white curly you're gonna see on my nails this entire video. It comes from Pampered Polishes and is called... It's called Life is Plastic and came from last year's Barbie collection. So we're gonna take a look at these in rainbow order, beginning with the reds. First up, we have Spice Baby from Bluebird Lacquer. I would describe this as being a true, cool toned, beautiful primary red with shattered holographic pigment throughout. I haven't worn this since I've swatched it and it's been weighing on my mind. I remember when I put this on my nails initially, I absolutely loved it, and look at it. You see why. It is jewels. It is a jewel. So I've got to get this on my nails this summer. It'll be a rewear and I will gladly wear it again. Next is an untried from Kathleen and Company. This one is called Don't Follow. I described this one as being kind of a corally pinky red, which is interesting. Not usually the kind of red I go for, but yeah, it's beautiful. And it's got a gorgeous glowing shimmer that shifts copper to gold and scattered hollow flakes. So this is what it looks like built in 3 coats. I've got to say, it's a little bit sheer, and I've come to realize that about most of the Kathleen & Co.'s that have come and sometimes gone in my collection, they do tend to be a little bit sheer, so I might layer this over something else. It does look really pretty. I'm just surprised that I bought it because I don't even remember buying it. Next, we have one from Dom Nail Polish. This one is called Sunsets and Chill. This has a warmer, like reddish, kind of corally jelly base, and then gorgeous shifting shimmer that shifts red to copper to gold. Here's what this one looks like in 3 coats. It's also a little bit sheer, and I feel like I'm going to see my nail line through this, so I probably will layer it over a blurring base or some kind of base. That Dom actually might look so beautiful over this. I just don't know if I'll be able to bear putting anything over this gorgeous polish that comes from Cirque Colors. It's Game Over. Game Over is a glorious neon red cream. This re-released in last year's Cirque Vice collection, and it's so beautiful. I really wanted to wear it last summer. I didn't get around to it, so I know come probably June or July, definitely June or July, I'm gonna have this on my nails and I cannot wait. Moving on to oranges now. This next one is an untried China Glaze. It is Riveting. Riveting is what I would describe as being a beautiful, bright, kind of pumpkin-y orange, and it has a glorious gold shimmer running throughout. This is such a celebrated and highly loved polish from China Glaze. I cannot believe it's in my collection, and yeah, I can't wait to wear it. Another orange untried comes from KBShimmer, and it is called That's Ranunculus. This one is a kind of orange tinted base with red, pink, kind of reflective glitter, and wait, I take that back. It's got gold reflective glitter and a red shimmer. Really interesting color combination. I'm pretty sure I grabbed this one after Nicole Loves Nails raved about it. After seeing it in person, I just don't know if I'm going to like this color on me. I feel like it's not doing a whole lot for my skin tone, but it is super sparkly and I love how reflective glitter looks in sunlight. The last orange on my summer rack is very bright. It comes from Cadillacquer and it's called Bittersweet. This one is a neon yellow leaning orange with a beautiful red shimmer. There you go, you can kind of see it at that angle. This color is really outside my comfort zone. I hardly ever wear shades like this, but this is really bright and fun, so we are gonna give it a try. I will say the shimmer is also a little bit more subtle on this than I was expecting. Those square bottles really, I feel like, exaggerate the shimmer in polishes, and on the nail sometimes it's a little bit more subtle than it appears in the bottle, and that's the case for this one, although it is glowier than it's showing up on my camera right now. Next, we have one from Nailed It. This one is called Pineapple Dole Whip. This one is a clear or very lightly tinted yellow base filled with glass flakes that look mostly gold, but sometimes copper and green too. I actually just wore the green in the same finish from the same collection and was just shocked at how shiny it was. And again, I feel like that's just not coming through on camera, but whew, it is shiny. Like, it almost, in certain lightings, you get the flakes and they look iridescent like they did in the bottle, but in other lighting it looks like a foil kind of polish. It's so interesting. And the next is an untried Essie. It's from, I think, last year's summer collection. It's called Sunshine Be Mine. As the name suggests, this is a sunny yellow cream shade. I have plans to wear this one as a pedicure. I love a yellow pedicure in the summer. They're just so fun and happy and unexpected. And this one had a really good formula. That's what made me want to grab it. And I did get Morgan Taylor's summer collection for this year in PR, so I put that whole collection on my rack. This is the first shade. It's a green, and it's called Flying Out Loud. This is an interesting one for summer, in my opinion. It's kind of like a dingy olive green. It's very light. It's got some strong brown undertones. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this shade yet. If you're into Pruglies, I think you'll love this one because it's definitely a Prugly, but it's like Prugly but make it summer. Because I think of Pruglies and I think of fall. But if you had to have a bright Prugly, it would be like, you know, one like this. This is what it looks like in 2 coats. I can still see a little bit of my nail wheel peeking through. So I think I'll probably wear it in 3, but we'll see. I bet a lot of you were able to guess what our next polish is just based on what you saw on the swatch wheel. Let me know if you're correct down in the comments. It is from Atomic Polish and it is Sour Apple Rings. Even though summer hasn't even started officially when I'm filming this video, I've already seen so many swatches of this pop up on my feed. It is so popular and for good reason. It's gorgeous. So Sour Apple Rings is a neon green base with this glowy gold copper shimmer. Neon green is incredibly outside of my comfort zone, but I just couldn't miss out on this beauty. It's so pretty. You may have also guessed the next polish. It comes from Dreamland Lacquer and it is Shake Your Shamrock. This one is a very cool toned, mid-toned neon green with a blue shimmer. Another just very famous indie polish. This one's been all over my feed since March and it is, I think at this point, several years old, so gotta love that. I can't believe I haven't worn this yet. I've got to. This next one comes from Emily DeMolly. It's also an untried and it's called Noxious. Noxious has a kind of dark grassy green base with all of these super shiny flakes. They kind of remind me of the flakes that were in the Nailed It and they shift from pink to gold to green. This is one of the darker picks that I have on my rack and I think it's going to be one that transitions me from summer into fall. I always like to add a few of those to my rack because when August and September roll around, I don't feel like always wearing the super bright shades anymore. I want something that fits the weather a little bit more in my area. So this is for that. Next is another Cadillacquer and this one's called Tranquility. Tranquility is a cool toned mid-toned green base with really sparkly, beautiful blue shimmer. It kind of feels aquatic to me. So here's what it looks like in 3 coats. It also kind of reminds me of Shake Your Shamrock. They're not the same, obviously, but like how beautiful would these be like gradiented? Oh. I don't think I'm brave enough to try that, but I'm tempted. Another one I just can't believe is untried comes from China Glaze, and it is called Head to Mojitos. This one is a cool toned, like, I don't know, I always want to call this like jungle green. It kind of reminds me of the rainforest. It's not coming off color accurate. The tone is correct on my screen, but it's a lot more saturated in person. This is a little bit closer, but it just, yeah, it's still so much brighter in real life. This one is beautiful. No wonder people are still talking about it years later. Just gorgeous. This next one comes from Bee's Knees Lacquer, and it's called There's a Little Matter of Murder to Attend To. This one has a teal base, and then it has really glowy shimmer that shifts green to kind of like a cerulean blue to a cobalt blue, and it is packed with really rainbowy flakes. I'm pretty sure it's a lion sibling or cousin. Holy smokes. Every time I swatch one of these cousins or siblings, I wish I had all of them. They never disappoint me. I love every single one. This next one comes from Polished for Days, and here is the name, Ikaika. I'm not sure. This one has a bluish green base. It's kind of a teal color, and it's got these really beautiful, dense flakes. I wish I knew what these flakes were called because Polished for Days uses them a lot. I feel like Nailed It uses them pretty frequently, and something about them just feels like chunky. Like they really add a lot of depth to every polish they're in, and I love that. Here's what that one looks like built up in 3 coats. It's another one I suspect I will wear a blurring base coat with because the base is not super opaque. We have another Polished for Days. This one is Come Out to Socialize. This has a blue base and a really pretty like aqua to green to blue shifting shimmer. It's so shiny. Here's what it looks like built up, and yeah, it like almost has a metallic feel to it. That's the level of shine that this polish has. Another one that I'm just asking, how is it still untried? Like I have to get this on my nails. From Great Lakes Lacquer, we have Can You Hear Me Now? This one is a blue base with a really pretty green to blue shifting shimmer, and I see purpley pink at extreme angles. You can see them down here. I love these bottles because you can see that extra shift. This one has such a beautiful base color. I'm tempted to wear it with a blurring base, but I really like how light and airy it feels without that, so I might wear it on its own. It's just so effortless. Our next polish is from Essie, and it's called Push Play. This one I would describe as being a dark mid-toned blue cream. The shade is so simple but so attention grabbing. I think I'll probably end up wearing this as a pedicure this summer. Okay, when I look at the swatch wheel, this is a polish that like instantly grabs my attention. It comes from KBShimmer, and it is How You Doin'. This one actually has a purple base, so I should have put it with the purples. Oops. But the blue shimmer is just so large and in charge that I put it with the blues. And it's got a scattered holographic particle in there too. Oh my gosh. Oh, like I don't even love purples like that, and this is glorious. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to put that on my nails. Next up, we have a magnetic. This one, I don't know. I put a lot of magnetics initially on my rack, and then I scaled it down. And this one I still had to keep on there. I just really want an excuse to use my 30-pound horseshoe magnet. And I tried it on this watch wheel, and oh, I have to wear this summer. It is so magical. Did I even say the name of this polish? It's EDK Esmalta which is now Phoenix polish, and it's called America Yes. So here's what it looks like in 3 coats with the horseshoe magnet applied on top. And are you seeing that like glow? Like sometimes the magnetic pigment in real life looks blue, but then it shifts to purple. And then at extreme angles, you don't see any of the magnetic. You just see like black and red flakes. Oh my gosh. Ah, I love it. One I've had for years and haven't tried from ILNP is Set Sail. This one is a really beautiful, dark, rich navy blue with that scattered holographic pigment that ILNP does so well. Here's what Set Sail looks like in 3 coats, and I feel like it's coming off a little subtle on camera, but in real life, that hollow is everything. And the last blue on my rack comes from Morgan Taylor. Again, this is from their summer collection this year. It was set in PR, and it is called Soaring Above It All. This is another interesting choice for summer, in my opinion, because I just think summer and I think everything bright. And this one honestly is a little bit more muted. I might have to put it on my nails in early June because it just, I mean, when July rolls around, I don't want to wear these kinds of shades, although I'm sure it's beautiful on. I just tend to gravitate towards things that are a little bit brighter. This one had a remarkable formula. It was so creamy and easy to work with. 2 coats, no problem. On to the purples. This one I'm sure you recognize immediately. It's another untried from Orly called Kelly's Solar Flare. This has a really pretty mid-toned purple base with a glowing blue shimmer. Here's what it looks like in 3 coats. This polish is so pretty. It's light, it's saturated. I'm sure I'm going to love it. That's why I bought it. We have another Cadillacquer. I'm really going for Cadillacquer this season. This one is called Larkspur. This has a mid-toned kind of grapey purple base. It's got blue glitter in a variety of sizes, micro glitter and then hex glitter as well, and some really pretty iridescent flakes that seem to shift like a pink to copper to gold. This one had a super squishy feel to it, and it's just such a unique combination. I couldn't say no. An unexpected late addition to my rack comes from Night Owl Lacquer, and it's called There's a Little Witch in All of Us. This one has kind of a mid-toned pinky leaning purple base. Beautiful strong shimmer that shifts red to copper to gold, and then silver reflective glitter. I feel like quite a few polishes in the same color family with the purple base and the pink shimmer have released lately and have just been calling to me. And so instead of buying them, I'm gonna try to wear this, and hopefully that will do the trick for me. So here's what this one looks like built up with a glitter smoother and a glossy top coat. Again, it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's so much prettier in person. It looks a little bit dark on camera, and in real life it is light and maybe not super summery, but might be good transitioning again from summer into fall. This next one comes from Girly Bits Cosmetics, and it's called I Don't Think You're Ready for This Jelly. This one, oh, I was going to say it was a Caitlin Swatches collab. It's not. I got it at the same time I got some of those polishes, but this was from PBE last year. And this was one that made me regret not going to PBE, which, by the way, this year I am going to PBE. Ooh, let me know in the comments if you're going to. I'm very excited. But anyway, this is a neon purple base with all of these beautiful iridescent flakes. They are super shifty and so squishy in this jelly base. Here's what it looks like built up in 3 coats. You can see it is very sheer, so this one I'll probably wear some kind of base under, probably a blurring base. Another Morgan Taylor summer collection for this year. This one is called Got Carried Away. This one's giving me Orly Kaleidoscope Eyes kind of vibes. It's a purpley pink cream, and it's very light and somehow still saturated. Another one that personally I would probably wear more in spring than summer, but a beautiful color nevertheless. Here's what it looks like built up. Really great formula on this. It was 2 coats and fully opaque, and now that I'm seeing it on the swatch wheel, it's less kaleidoscope eyes and a little bit more scenic route. Another one from the Morgan Taylor summer collection, and this one is called Up, Up, and Amaze. Another kind of unconventional summer color, but this one I think I actually really like. It's a muted kind of brownie, taupey leaning pink. Really pretty color, super unique, and not one I'd usually wear in summer, but there's just something about a light kind of almost pastel. In the warmer months for me, it just feels so fresh. This one also had a really beautiful formula, fully opaque in 2 coats. Another atomic polish. This one is called NE. It is a neon pink cream. I like that this one has a cooler lean to it. I think it's gonna be, I know it's gonna be, oh gosh, so flattering and so pretty. I love shades like this. This one I'm a little bit unsure of. It comes from Cirque Colors and it's Shopaholic. This one is also a neon pink cream, but it's kind of a pastel, like a bleach neon, and it's got some warmer yellowy undertones, and I just don't usually go for warmer pinks. They're just not my favorite, so if you have this one and love it, let me know. I'm hoping I can get around to it. It did have a really good formula. I just don't always like this shade of pink on myself. I don't hate it, but I just love the cool toned pink so much. This next one is from KBShimmer, and it is called I Don't Want No Shrubs. This one has kind of a purple lean to that mid-tone pinky base and some beautiful, super sparkly gold shimmer. Those of you who have watched my channel for a little while, like a year at least, probably know I was really hunting for a beautiful pink with gold shimmer. I just wanted that so badly, and this one, I think it might be the one. Although I did really like Kathleen & Co. Frangipani. That one was beautiful too. So here is what it looks like in 3 coats. The shimmer is a little bit more attention grabbing in person than it's coming off on camera, and I think in the sunlight it's going to be stunning. Another one from the Morgan Taylor Summer Collection, and this one is Got Some Attitude. Oh, sorry, Got Some Altitude. This one is kind of a rosy, warm-toned pink. I have like none of these in my collection, so I guess it's good because I feel like this is like a staple color for so many people, but it's just not one I reach for, so I don't have a lot of it. And even though this is a warm-toned pink, I think I kind of like it. Like there's something about it that is just so loved by so many, it almost has a neutral feel to it. While still being a pink and bright, it's just so simple. Okay, I should have totally put this one with my reds, but because it leans pink, I put it with my pinks. It is OPI My Chihuahua Bites. This one is a pinky light red. Oh my gosh, I love this color. Something about it feels very like vintagey red. It's soft and pretty, and I don't usually like pinky reds, but this one looks so beautiful. Kind of a similar color comes from Sassy Sauce Polish, and it's called Fire in the Hole. This one has a pinky red base and then some really pretty shifting shimmer. They might even be micro flakes, the like gold in there you see. And then micro glitters that are purple. And I just felt like this combination was too unique to pass up. I had to grab it. Here's what it looks like built up, and yeah, I have nothing like this in my collection. I love really dainty micro glitter, and I just feel like it's so fun. And the last kind of pinky shade on my summer rack comes from Polished for Days. It is Opal Watermelon. This one has kind of like a corally, super light pink jelly base, and the shimmer is so intense it just takes over. It looks mostly gold, but also shifts to green. Here's what it looks like built up in 3 coats, and it really has a super iridescent, kind of metallic-y feel. I go back and forth with this polish. Sometimes I see it and I'm like, I'm gonna hate that on me, but it's kind of one of those shades that's so beautiful, it doesn't matter how it looks on me. I'm just gonna love it because it's beautiful. The last shade from the Morgan Taylor Summer Collection is this interesting one from, called Don't Bring Me Down. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this one. It is interesting. It was definitely unexpected. When I unboxed it, I was like, oh, okay. It is like a cool toned tan cream base with a pink shimmer. It kind of looks purple sometimes. That shows up really well on the bottle and not at all on the nail. And sometimes I don't mind that. Like Essie Bikini So Teeny, I don't really mind it because I feel like it just gives it a subtle sheen because it's just a silver shimmer. But this one's like a purple shimmer. Why can't I see it at all on the nails? Also, this shade is not it for me for summer. I'm gonna put it there in case I have a change of heart. Maybe I'll see some swatches of it online that just make me change my mind, but like maybe fall. On me, it's so close to my skin tone. I'm like, or maybe never. Maybe I'll never wear this. Just being honest. 3 more. This one's from Coloris de Carol. Isn't it so fun? It's called Colorful Disaster. And like even the label is so cute. This one is a white Crowley and it's got all sorts of really fun, crazy glitters. Hex glitter, circle glitter, square glitters, micro glitters, and a variety of different neon colors. I am a micro glitter polish wearer through and through. Those are my favorite kind of glitters. If I'm gonna wear glitter, it's usually gonna be micro glitter, maybe give you some hex glitters from time to time. But circle glitters, I don't know. But this was just so fun. I had to give it a chance, so. And I love a Coloris de Carol Crowley. They are beautifully made, always. We have another older KBShimmer, and this one is Citrine. This one's a really brassy, foily gold with holographic micro glitter. It is going to be such a pain to remove, but with shine like that, like, it's worth it. And this one almost has like a bronzy kind of feel to it. Sometimes I go back and forth between these gold shades. Sometimes I don't really like them on myself, but again, like the Polished for Days, it doesn't really matter because I just like them as a color, so who cares how they look on me? Like, I don't know that that flatters my skin tone. But who cares? It's fun. It's bright. It's wild. I love it. And then the final shade on my summer rack comes from Stella Chroma. This was their January monthly mystery for this year. This one has a black base and so many beautiful holographic micro glitters. It's their gold holographic micro glitter, but I see a flash in here and I don't know if it's coming from flakes or micro glitter, but I see flashes of purple and blue and green, and it's so interesting. So here's what it looks like built up, and in person it just has much more dimension. I feel like you're only seeing the gold holographic micro glitter, and it is pretty, but in person it's beautiful. Black is kind of a weird choice for summer, but I wore one last year, a black holographic Zoya Storm, or was it the year before? I don't know. I loved it. It just felt like very rebellious. So that's how I'm feeling right now. So that was my summer rack for 2024. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments. Did I not have enough neons? I feel like that's always the feedback I get are more neons. And years ago, I actually didn't wear any neons, none. So the fact that I have like a few on my rack this season, I'm pretty proud of myself for. But yeah, let me know what stood out to you down in the comments. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you do and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye.